of the Tom Joyner Morning Show. The first number, the cash call, the first number this hour, the first number is 9. The first number is 9. Prophetess?
Yeah.
Okay, we're back. If you're a prophet, did you see this coming?
Well, you know what, Tom? I believe that in everybody's life, just like my dad taught me how to drive. And one of the things that I learned during my first car accident, he asked me what happened. He said, I know you're an excellent driver, but what happened in this situation? And I said, I don't know. I said, I looked in both side view mirrors, and I looked in my rear view mirror, and I didn't see the car. And my dad explained to me, he said, there is a such thing that will come along when you're driving called a blind side. And it happens to the best of us. And he said, you would look and take precautions in every measure, but there will be times that a car will come and blindside you. It will catch you in the side of your vision that you did not see coming. And the thing that I want to make clear, even to Christians and from the terminology that, you know, I'm a prophet or you're a preacher or whatever, we have to both all understand that life is still life. It doesn't matter what religion you are. It doesn't matter the fact that you do pray or you do fast. Things that happen to you in life, they happen to you in life for a reason. And just like prior to this, there was no face for domestic violence. There was nobody that was standing up nationwide that said, I'm going to be the voice and the face to bring the statistics of domestic violence down. So I don't look at it and feel sorry for myself, but I don't even look at this as a lack of spirituality or a lack of vision, because I know that I am a praying woman, and I know that I hear from God. And that has nothing to do with how many people do you know that are Christians and did good and never did anything to anybody, but yet they get cancer.
What advice, Sister Bynum, are you giving women who are listening right now, who might be in your church, who might be followers of yours, that are in similar situations, abusive relationships? What advice are you giving them?
Well, the advice that I'm giving them is that, number one, you will come to a place in your life where you just say no more. And I said, and number two, I'm telling them that, you know, you have to begin to look within yourself and understand that, you know, you have goals and you have things that you've been called to do and you've been called to accomplish. And I'm not advising anyone to stay, not even a minute longer. Because what I thought, you know, back then in my first relationship was just a push or a shove. And even in this relationship, what I thought was just, you know, an argument and a push and a shove and whatever. Everything that involves mental abuse and physical abuse, it doesn't start out major. It starts out as small things. And I'm just advising anybody that is in that kind of relationship. You can't put blinders on and just say, oh, you know what, that was just a bad argument, or oh, you know what, it'll get over it, or you know what, well, they didn't mean it. Because I think that when you really look at it, we all have to come to a place where we understand that if we intend to stay in a relationship and there are any signs of verbal or physical abuse, then counseling must be involved, or you an accident waiting to happen just like myself. You know, I don't exempt myself from that. I don't exempt myself from seeing the warning signs. The thing of it is that because of who I was, Tom, I did not want to come forth, or I didn't want to step out of my marriage, because in 2005 I filed for divorce. And I pulled it back off the table for all of the reasons that women do, all of the reasons that celebrities do. You know, number one, you don't want to let anybody know that your marriage failed. Number two, you're afraid of, you know, the slanders and the lies that will be told on you if you decide to step outside of the relationship and go on your way. And number three, you become fearful that, you know what, because of who I am now, will I ever find anybody else? And I think right now, my concentration is not on will I ever find another man. I'm not even concerned about slander and lies. I'm concerned more about somebody else's life who may not have a chance to get out, who wouldn't have a John in a parking lot to help them. You understand what I'm saying?
I understand, Sister Bynum. Now, in the news this morning and on BlackAmericaWeb.com, it says that your husband, Bishop Weeks, is contesting the claim that there was cruel treatment on both sides. Can you comment on that?
I can't comment on that because that is a part of what I was talking about when it comes down to the slander and untruths. And I just don't, and maybe other people in the news do, but I don't put that on my focus. I don't focus on, what is being said and what comes from his attorneys and what comes from his camp. My focus now is on the fact that I'm involved in an epidemic and a social issue, and it's not religious, and it's not, it doesn't have anything to do with race, culture, because in every group in America, whether you're rich, poor, Hispanic, it doesn't matter. This is a social issue, and that's where my focus is. And I think a lot of women get involved in, he said this now, and he told his girlfriend that, and he told his father this, or he told his sister that, and this is what he said next in the news. That's too much energy to waste, because what I am confident in is the justice system. And my responsibility, Tom, was to forgive him for whatever he did and allow the justice system to do what they do. And I will not be called to that level of combating in the media, trying to answer and rebuttal everything that's said from his attorneys. That's not my responsibility.
Are you going to be in the pulpit this Sunday?
Are you saying, am I going to?
Yes. Are you preaching this Sunday?
I'm going away to the Bahamas. No.
You're working on your next sermon and your next book.
Yeah, well, my next book is called Accessing the Power Within, and I'm going to be preaching in the Bahamas, and I was working on something prior to this incident, and it was called Focus in the Midst of Fury. I hate that I can't answer a lot of questions, but I will be doing a full 6-page interview with Essence. As a matter of fact, I was honored to be asked to be on the front cover of Essence for their December issue. And so there would be a lot of things that I would be at liberty to discuss.
That you can't discuss right now.
That I can't discuss right now.
I appreciate you coming on. I appreciate you coming on the air because so many of your followers are listeners of the Tom Joyner Morning Show and go on BlackAmericaWeb.com. So thank you very much. Thank you very much for coming on and talking to us.
You're welcome. Thank you so much. And I want to say to them, like I've been saying since the beginning, this too will pass.
We love you.
We love you too, Tom.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Coming up, Jackie Reed takes us